Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Have you heard of this American sitcom called Everybody Loves Raymond? Have you heard of that? You know, when it comes to Maharashtra politics, somehow, in the case of Ajit Pawar, it is like nobody loves Ajit Pawar. That is the status in which Mr. Pawar is at the moment. And one wonders why. Let's talk about that. Let's get right into the show. So, this morning, I had an exclusive interview with this gentleman called Ramesh Chennitala. For those who don't know Ramesh Chennitala is a very senior leader in Kerala, and Ramesh Chennitala is supervising Maharashtra election. He is the boss of Maharashtra election. He is the one who is literally, along with, of course, Patole and Balasaheb Thorat and all that, running Maharashtra election. So I met with him this morning, and in my interview, amongst a lot of other questions that I asked him about Ajit Pawar and asked him, I heard Ajit Pawar may come back to Sharad Pawar, and he said, nah, Ajit Pawar, we don't want. We are not too interested in Ajit Pawar. Hear this out. This is what he had to say. So, do you think Ajit Pawar will join you?
I don't think so. That is not good for the Mahayuti. He was the most corrupt, which I didn't say, Narendra Modi said. Narendra Modi said he is the most corrupt leader in Maharashtra. 52,000 crores. 75,000 crores. Corrupt man. When he joins BJP, his corruption has gone away. It's a washing machine.
I wonder, why are people so aversive of Ajit Pawar now? All of a sudden, Ajit Pawar in Maharashtra, let me tell you, has almost become a political outcast. He's almost become a political outcast. See, somewhere down the line, no political party wants to associate with him, no political party wants to connect with him, no political party wants to ally with him, so on and so forth. He has become a political outcast. He is there with Mahayuti, but then he is there, it looks as if Mahayuti is just tolerating him, lagging him. It is not that he is not treated as an equal partner, that is for sure. I will tell you the reason why. You see, his candidate. See, normally a party gets their own freedom to put up their candidate. They negotiate the seat, they negotiate the constituency, and once the constituency is negotiated, the seat is negotiated, and all of that number of seats and constituency and all are negotiated, then it is left to the party who they want to be contesting that particular constituency. The party takes a call on that. But here in this case, no. Bharatiya Janata Party said nothing doing. You can't get Nawab Malik to stand. We don't want Nawab Malik to stand for the elections, and we will not support Nawab Malik. We will not support Nawab Malik. Bharatiya Janata Party will not support Nawab Malik. Somewhere down the line, Ajit Pawar is not able to give answer to that. Ajit Pawar is not able to forcefully say that nothing doing. This way, how can you stop? How can you stop me from putting my candidate? So, always, he is not been seen as equal. The member of Shiv Sena, which is headed by Shinde Shiv Sena, part of the UT, in fact, he was a minister, not even a member, a minister in Shiv Sena, Mahayuti. Tanaji Sawant went out and said that, listen, after my meetings with Ajit Pawar and when Ajit Pawar and his team is there, I feel like puking, it seems. Can you believe it? A political ally, partner of Mahayuti, saying that when I sit with my political ally, that is Ajit Pawar and NCP, I feel like puking. And Ajit Pawar had no choice but to listen to it. At least till now, it seems he has no choice but to listen to it. Well, there was some back and forth here and there, but then that got under the bridge. You see, I have heard a lot of problems. I have heard a lot of parties throwing, allies, partners, throwing allegations and, one of those one-liners on each other and all that. Ye sab suna hai. But, saying that I feel like puking and all, this, Baba, for the first time. You see, let us also understand Ajit Pawar. You see, Ajit Pawar very easily crosses the line, and that emotional line which normally is practiced in Maharashtra politics, I believe, this is my personal opinion, that Ajit Pawar is possibly the only person who crosses that line far too many times. R.R. Patil is one of the most respected leaders in Maharashtra. R.R. Patil, late R.R. Patil, he passed away in 2015. R.R. Patil is revered in the area he comes from, that is Sangli, Tasgaon, etc. He is revered in that area. He is revered in Maharashtra and known to be one of the most honest politicians that Maharashtra saw. One among the most honest politicians that Maharashtra saw. Now, his son is standing for elections against, of course, he is standing with Sharad Pawar's NCP. He stood by Sharad Pawar. And Ajit Pawar has his own candidate. And Ajit Pawar went out in a public rally quite recently. I think it was day before yesterday, wherein he went out and said that, you know what, this entire thing, this inquiry file of mine was actually signed by R.R. Patil. R.R. Patil did this to me. He stabbed me on my back. Why? Because he signed a file for the inquiry of irrigation scam. And you know who told me this? He said, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, who then took over as the chief minister, saw the file which was signed by the previous home minister, that is R.R. Patil, ordering for an inquiry. He saw the file, he called Ajit Pawar and he said, ye dekho tumhara file. Ye kaisa hai aisa file? And he said, I was very embarrassed and I was very sad. He said, I couldn't do anything, I didn't do anything, but I was very sad.
नंतर माझ्यावर आरोप झाले, मला बदनाम करण्याचा प्रयत्न झाला. म्हणले याच्यावर 70,000 कोटीचा आरोप करूया आणि सारखं 70,000 म्हणायचं. अजितराव घोरपडे त्या खात्याचे मंत्री होते. माझ्यावर आरोप झाला ना, त्या दिवसापर्यंत महाराष्ट्राची 1 मेला निर्मिती होऊन त्या दिवसापर्यंत पगाराचा आणि सगळा खर्च 42,000 कोटीचा आणि मला 70,000 कोटीचा भ्रष्टाचार केला म्हणलं. आता ज्याला 42,000 कोटी आजपर्यंत इतक्या वर्षात तिथं खर्च झाले 70,000 नाही म्हणले. आकडा जेवढा मोठा तेवढा लोकांना वाटतं राहिला असल बर का झालं. माझी वाटच लागली आणि त्याच्यातनं ती एक फाईल तयार झाली आणि ती फाईल गृह खात्याकडे जाते. ह्यांनी त्या फाईलीवर अजित पवारांची ओपन इन्क्वायरी करावी म्हणून सही केली. केसानी गाळा कापायचे धंदे आहेत राव. आणि मला हेही माहित नव्हतं. नंतर राष्ट्रपती राजवट आली, आपण पृथ्वीराज बाबाचा पाठिंबा घेतला काढून, सरकार गेलं, राष्ट्रपती राजवट. त्यावेळेसचे राज्यपाल म्हणले ही फाईलवर मी सही करणार नाही, निवडून आलेला मुख्यमंत्री करेल, लोकशाही आहे, मी असं काही कुणाला हे करणार नाही. निवडून आले आपले देवेंद्र फडणवीसचं सरकार आणि देवेंद्रनी सही केली आणि मला नंतर सांगितलं या इकडं, मला घरी बोलवलं. म्हणले हो का, ही सही मुख्यमंत्र्याच्या करता राहिली होती, तुमच्या आबानी तुमची इन्क्वायरी ओपन करण्याच्या करता सही केली की नाही, आणि खरंच त्याची सही होती. मला इतकं वाईट वाटलं. ठीक आहे म्हणलं, आपला जेव्हा भावाचा सहकारी, पण काय आपलं काहीतरी चुकलं असेल म्हणून आपल्याला कामाला लावून बाबा त्या ठिकाणी हे केलं, हे असं नाही झालं पाहिजे.
Achha, three questions. First, I ask you, so what should an honest minister do? If his colleague, he thinks, is due for an inquiry on a scam or an alleged scam, here in this case, an alleged scam, if his colleague is due for an inquiry, what should an honest minister do? He should shove the file under the carpet like most of the ministers does. Is that what an honest minister should do? Or the honest minister should go ahead and say, Baba, if you feel you have to inquire, please inquire. Investigation bodies, you please do your job. Is that what a person has to do? Abba did that. R.R. Patil did that. R.R. Patil gave that file to the officers and said, Baba, if you feel you need to investigate, go ahead, investigate. So what if he belongs to NCP, my own party. Number one. Number two, whatever the case is R.R. Patil alive to defend himself or give a counter? Is he alive? He is no longer alive. His son, who is just a 25-year-old boy who, turned 25 this June, I guess, June or July, and he got an opportunity to fight the elections because you need to be 25 to stand to contest an election. So he is the one who is fighting. And to defeat him is what Mr. Ajit Pawar just said all this. So, what is he supposed to answer? And finally, I am now very confused, Baba. I am very confused. So, you are blaming a minister who said that, listen, if there is a scam, if there is an alleged scam, then investigating bodies, please go ahead and investigate. I have nothing to say. Here is I am leaving the post, I am leaving the chair, but here is my consent. You please go ahead and investigate. You are blaming that particular minister versus a minister, the chief minister, according to Mr. Ajit Pawar. I am not saying this. Ajit Pawar is saying this. According to Mr. Ajit Pawar, the sitting chief minister gets this file, and instead of telling the investigating officers and investigating bodies that go ahead, please investigate, he says, wait, hang on, call the minister, call that opposition political party, Mr. Ajit Pawar, and say, देखो तुम्हारा फाइल है मेरे हाथ में. You tell me, which of this is correct? What is this minister blaming? Who is this minister blaming? And who exactly did the right thing? R.R. Patil actually did the right thing. And I'm wondering, how could a sitting chief minister and who was also the home minister take confidential files, call people and say, hey, आपका फाइल मेरे हाथ में, ये तुम्हारा फाइल मेरे हाथ में, ये देखो तुम्हारा investigation होएगा. What kind of government was he running? Don't you think it's something that one should be pondering on? So that's Ajit Pawar. Ajit Pawar, like I said, that emotional line, as to where to draw that emotional line, that was something that Ajit Pawar hardly understood. Once he went to a drought-prone area and he said, what do I do if there is no water in your dams? Should I urinate? And incidentally, Manse, that is our Raj Thackeray's party, they started Ajit Pawar urinal. Ajit Pawar Mutralay, or whatever they called it. Ajit Pawar urinal. They started Ajit Pawar urinal. So this is what Ajit Pawar was. Ajit Pawar once had gone out and said in a meeting that, listen, if you don't vote for my sister, because they were together. NCP was one and he was part of the larger NCP. Sharad Pawar and he were united. And he said, if you don't vote for my sister, that is Supriya Sule, I will stop your water and everything here. So no development for your village. Vote for my sister. This also was recorded and it was shown. It was controversial at that point in time. It raised a lot of controversy. But then we, as voters, we don't bother about all that. End of the day, we give him vote. He became a deputy chief minister. Continues to become a deputy chief minister. This is Ajit Pawar. And now this Ajit Pawar, nobody wants to kind of touch. Nobody wants to go very close to him. Okay, the RSS had a lot to say about Ajit Pawar. The RSS was very upset with Bharatiya Janata Party because of Ajit Pawar. They were very upset with Bharatiya Janata Party because of Ajit Pawar. In fact, I was told that RSS even recently said that do not give Ajit Pawar more than 20 seats. Do not give him more than 20 seats. Because if you give them more than 20 seats, we will not help you. But then I don't know whether that is still on or they've kind of tied over it or whatever. But the fact is that is what was said. Now, currently Ajit Pawar has 51 odd seats to contest. He had brought along 40 plus MLAs with him when he came to Mahayuti, and he was given 51 seats to contest. So it is not that, and he is the smallest amongst the three factions of Mahayuti, the largest being Bharatiya Janata Party, second being Shiv Sena, which is headed by Eknath Shinde, and the smallest of the three is Ajit Pawar. Technically speaking, the number of MLAs that Shinde bought and the number of MLAs that Ajit Pawar bought were the same. In fact, Ajit Pawar technically bought more MLAs to the Mahayuti than Shinde. This is the math, but end of the day, he is now relegated to number 3. This is the Ajit Pawar story. Before I end this story, let me tell you one line. You see, you never know when fate smiles at a person. Ajit Pawar is fighting on 51 seats. A lot of people say that he may end up getting 20, 22, 23 seats. A lot of people say that. If he ends up getting 20, 22, 23 seats, then that 22, 23 seats is going to be very vital in the kind of battle that's happening in Maharashtra. It's a very tough battle between Mahavikas Aghadi and Mahayuti. So this 20, 21, 25 seats, if he gets, I'm not very sure, if he gets, this 25 seats may be very vital for this entire Maharashtra elections, both for Mahavikas Aghadi and Mahayuti. And you never know with all this, what he said, what he did, what he does, and the way luck always shines at him, there could be a chance where all these people who are currently outcasting him, politically outcasting him, could be outside his house, standing in the line for his appointment and to make him his partner. This could also happen in politics. This is my point till I see you, that is day after tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.